ioEther. I got this.
Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is Ninja 44 in his ELC. This is a tier 6 game on steps and it's an encounter battle. And we're just actually going to pause this for a brief second while I talk about a few things that don't have anything to do with this game. And yeah, so first, I'm sorry I haven't got a video out in a while. It's been a combination of things. I talked about this a little bit more on the live stream yesterday, but I've been really depressed of late because of some of the stuff going on with the my not being able to get into the States or not being able to get a visa to get into the States to get married. It's a lot more long and complicated process than I was told it was by the U.S. government, which is what's pissing me off and depressing me. But anyways, that other than the fact that I feel like I've been lied to by people who should know better. The other thing is, of course, that my recording software has been screwing up of late, and so I've honestly recorded this game 3 times already. So if it looks like I know what's going to happen before it happens, it's because I do. And I hope that won't come across. I will try to react in similar ways to the ways I first saw it, kind of thing. But yeah, I'm still gonna try and make this exciting, even though I know what's coming. And it is an amazing game in an ELC. If you ever wanted to know how to drive an ELC, the Ninja is definitely one of the people you need to look at. I do need to note that he does have 3 marks of excellence. He has an insane amount of skill in this tank, and yeah, I guess with that all being said and done, we're gonna get back into the game. Of course, before we get started, as always, if you want to support the channel directly, then my GameWest account is linked in the description below, and that's just a great way to support the channel. Because of the fact that the channel is supported by you guys, there aren't any commercials on it on purpose. I don't want to, I feel slimy to have channel supported by ads, so I'd rather have it supported by you guys, and that means GameWest allows me to give back to you guys for supporting the channel. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I feel like I've forgotten something else that needs to get said at the start of games, but I can't remember what it is, so yeah. Oh, bother. I know what I forgot. I forgot to talk about the giveaway from yesterday. There wasn't one, and that was because I forgot to set it up before I started streaming, and I only remembered just near the end of the stream, and so I will put a link in the description to this video to his 7 days of premium time giveaway that will be going on all week, and I'll be putting links in every video I do this week, and that will be my apology. Yeah, as his Wolverine dies to a shotgun, and Ninja reloads, and he's gonna go and try and kill this Chaffee. Chaffee's not paying any attention to him, which makes it easy, but it was really a foregone conclusion. I'm just gonna... Yeah, the Skoda's shooting at us. Interesting. I wonder why the Skoda... Or was he just emptying his gun? Because he doesn't know how to reload without emptying his gun. I guess that's also a possibility. I was wondering about that from one of the previous times I recorded this game, but that's okay. And now you see the super long aim time on the ELC, but decent accuracy as he snipes at that poor T-67. Unfortunately, the Skoda dies to a shotgun from KV2, and really, oh, no, none of that. So Ninja was gonna go in there and get the KV2 whatnot, What for? You wouldn't have necessarily been a one-sided battle, but with somebody this skilled in how to drive in the ELC, it wouldn't have gone the way that that KV2 wanted it to go. As Matilda, or as Ninja snapshots nicely into that Matilda. The Matilda changed all that. If the Matilda hadn't been there, he would have gone in on the KV2 and probably torn it to shreds in 30 or 40 seconds, because it would have taken that much time for the gun to reload a couple of times in order for it to actually finish off the KV2. But with the Matilda there, he couldn't do that. He couldn't take on both tanks at the same time. This is very much a tank that needs to do damage to one target at a time. It doesn't have the ability to shoot multiple enemies in quick succession, and it doesn't have the health to do it, or the armor. So right now Ninja is just laying down some cover. He tends to go back to it. As soon as he drops off focus, or off radar, he knows he's not lit right now, and now he's going to focus in and take out this SU-85B. Nice shot. Unfortunately, didn't kill it, but the LEF on his team does in fact drop the killing shell onto it. Then the Matilda's still capping, and that shot. Unfortunately, Ninja doesn't manage to pen that shot. He should have been aiming for the lower glacis and not the front of the KV2. But the next shot does go in, again aiming for that driver's hatch. He managed to hit it this time and not just hit the front of the KV2. And then either the M44 on his team or the LEF managed to drop a bomb on the KV2 just in time for him to get lit, and so that he could finish off the KV2 himself. That was actually a lot closer to being death than I'm sure Ninja would have liked. All that KV2 would have had to do is fire. There was no way he wasn't loaded, and this should be fun. And dead. Matilda dead. Oh, father. That's a problem. That's a problem. And thankfully the Matilda does not know how to drive. Or Ninja may not have died there, but he would have had things a lot harder. Now, it's possible the Matilda's turret was jammed. So I'm thinking that's what might have happened. And the Matilda was backing up against something solid so he could spin around and kill Ninja. But either way, this was just unfortunate for this poor Matilda. And Ninja's move, where he came in right beside the Matilda, stopped, pulled the E-brake, and then fired, looked really cool up until the point where he missed. If you have to do that kind of thing in a tank like the ELC that needs to shotgun its enemies, and doesn't necessarily have a turret that rotates all the way around, you need to make sure you're fully behind the target tank before you stop. Ninja could have, if he hadn't taken that damage, then he'd be in a lot better position right now. But he's already lost 25% of his health for something so silly as to not have driven past the enemy before he started to shoot at it. Just, and it was a mistake, but it would have looked really amazing if he'd done it. Unfortunately, he didn't, right? So, Hellcat gets taken out by our LEF, but we are losing more tanks now, and there's only the LEF left, along with ourselves. Obviously, LEF manages to miss this shot, and we're gonna have to make sure that this particular shell goes into the target, auto aiming in and then getting as close as he dared before pulling the trigger. It's one of the ways that you can really excel in the ELC, is if you ambush somebody that they don't know you're coming, you approach them from a direction they don't think that you're going to approach them from, and instead of stopping and aiming, you auto aim on the target and drive to the point where your gun is almost inside the tank and then pull the trigger. that will usually result in a hit. And if you're playing, and as long as you're not shooting at like the front of a tier 8, you're probably going to pen as well with this gun. Now this should be the end of Ninja. We have an M7 behind us who should be pumping rounds into us, but for some reason has decided that he wants us to live instead. So Ninja auto locks onto him, again shotguns him just as he gets close, and now the M7 has suddenly realized, oh look, there's an enemy tank over there, but still hasn't decided to pull the trigger as of yet. Okay, there we go. Apparently you need to get shot a couple times, and now it should be a dead Ninja. Okay, unless the M7 is really atrocious. So you notice that Ninja has switched to HEs because he just wants to have to land this next shell. He doesn't want to have to do something complicated like hit a surface he can pen. He just wants to make sure that he connects somewhere with the tank and then it dies, which is pretty much exactly what happened. I like the nice little backwards 360 spin. I guess it wasn't quite 360, but it was still a nice little spin right there as Ninja gets back on target, and this time he's racing to kill the artillery. He's going to leave the T-34 alone while he goes and takes it with the supporting tanks. He doesn't have as many shells left as he'd like without touching his APCR rounds. I'm 9% certain he has not touched a single APCR round this entire game, which does say something. Though, of course, he is fighting in a Tier 6 game, so killing stuff in Tier 6 without APCR isn't really all that hard when you have a 90mm gun. This is a gun from like an M6 or a 13-9, to be honest. He's just using it to pump out awesome managed damage. Yeah, I can talk right now. But that is still a dead T-82. And now we're going looking for the SU-8, who should be around here somewhere. And once we lay eyes on him, then we can worry about that T-34. Now, if the T-34 is smart, he's beelining it towards us, or he's going to the cap, but he really should be coming at us right now. Finishing off the SU-8, and then immediately switching back to AP as he's getting ready to... Oops, there's the T-34. Now he's got to run. He cannot get shot by the T-34 or this is all over. T-34 not able to actually get a shot off. And so Ninja's just going to head for the hills and run, basically. He's not bothering to zigzag right now. Oops. Getting lit. Apparently still not bothering to zigzag. And the T-34 didn't even... Oh, that's because he was typing. I see. He's convinced the T-34 is going to kill him. Or at least enough to tell the enemy team that. I don't know if that's a great idea or not. It doesn't really matter. He thinks he's too low on health in order to kill the T-34. It wouldn't have been nice if he hadn't got himself shot by a Matilda earlier on in the game. Yeah, I'm gonna rub that in a little bit. That should have been a total outplay on Matilda that he let have a shot on him. Oh well. So now the T-34, yeah, he could go back and cap, and yeah, that would be a way to draw Ninja towards him, but there's no way an ELC is not going to be able to cover the ground. Oops. And then decap by doing something sneaky like staying in a bush. So you really need to go and hunt an ELC when you have a T-34. View ranges are going to be similar to but the cameraing is going to be tough to spot the ELC. Now Ninja has... Ooh! Interesting. So there's 4 minutes left on the base cap. I don't know when they changed this from 3 minutes to 4 minutes encounters. I don't play encounter battles, so I don't really pay attention to them. Things like Sand River, There's a reason I no longer play encounter battles, and Crowley is the reason I no longer play assaults. But anyways, there's more time on this counter than there is in the game. So this guy is doing something really dumb. Not only does Ninja know exactly where he is, but there's no way that this particular strategy can lead him to victory. So Ninja's just gonna flash past, spot the guy. Guy's reactions are a little bit slow, but it doesn't really matter. There's no way he was gonna get that shot off anyways. But if he turned his tank as well as the turret, he would have had a bit more of a chance. Now we already know a spot where we have set up where we can see the cap circle and be in cover. So Ninja just heads back to it. Once he fully aims his shot, he should be able to connect, or he can take a little bit of a snapshot and miss. Now T34 knows where he is. He does have to come out. He should be going up the hill to cut off retreat. He should be up here somewhere, so he cuts off ELC's retreat over this way. But no, he heads back to the cap, because with a minute and 44 seconds left, he's gonna totally be able to get 4 minutes of capping done in that much time. No, he's not. So Ninja parks up, he fully aims his shot, and it goes in, and he does not get lit this time. Maybe Ninja was a little bit farther back in the trees, maybe the T-34 is a little bit farther back in the cap. I don't know the reason he does not get lit on the second shot, but he doesn't. And so as long as he fully aims this next shot, this is game. And he fully aims it and then bounces off the turret, but of course since he's not lit anyway, he might as well just stay here and fully aim another shot and pump an APCR round through the turret of the T-34. And that is how you play in the ELC. Sneaky, ambushing, and all around brutalizing your enemy without ever giving them a chance to fight back if you can, because if they do fight back, you're probably going to die. It was a beautiful game. Thank you so much, Ninja, for saying that in. Mastery Badge, Ace Tanker, Bruiser, Duelist, and Fire for Effect. Well, yeah. He snagged himself the Pool's Medal, and the High Caliber weren't the Top Gun's kind of superfluous at this point in time, as the Pool's Medal takes priority over everything else. And look at that cash earned and experience. And that was a beautifully played game. Only tank he shot at but didn't kill himself was the SU-85B, who got his last little bit health ticked off by the artillery. And that was that. 2,800 damage dealt in an ELC in any game is phenomenal. And having 10 kills on top of that to carry the game. There's no one else on the rest of the team even broke 1,000. Closest being artillery. That really does say something quite profound about this game. Wow. 21 shots fired, and 16 of those penetrated. Now, most of the ones that missed were fired from long range or weren't fully aimed. And so one thing you gotta do with the ELC is you gotta make the decision: are you gonna be up close and personal to the point where you can't possibly miss because your gun is more or less inside the enemy tank, or are you gonna fully aim your shots from a distance? Because this tank is not meant for snapshotting from distance. You will very, very rarely connect with the target if you're snapshotting from more than 50 or 60 feet away. Beautifully well done. 10 kilometers traveled on a map that's probably about a kilometer across. That is exceptional and rare to see. Thank you so much, Ninja, for showing us amazing ways to play the ELC, and I hope this has given you guys some ideas. Go out and try this tank for yourself if you can. It is a beautiful little unique tank and definitely worth a run or two. Now, thank you all for watching. Again, if you do want to support the channel, then the best way for you guys to help me continue to make videos like this is, of course, support me. My game list link is in the description below, and it lets me give back to you guys while you support the channel. And thank you all for watching. Have a great night. This is ioEther out.